up guys, Trey here with AmericanTrucks.com, and today we're checking out the mesh upper replacement grille in black for the 2014 to 2015 Silverado 1500s. Now this grille is going to be a great option for those of you looking to upgrade from the stock look by adding a more aggressive, rugged style to the front end of your truck. Whether you want something that stands out on the road or you're seeking a grille with enhanced airflow for better engine cooling, this replacement option gives you the balance of form and function. This grille is designed with a bold black mesh pattern, offering a modern and aggressive look that works well with both street and off-road setups. The mesh construction not only looks great, but also designed to improved airflow, allowing more cool air into your engine bay to help regulate temperatures during intense use. This grille is going to be made from this durable ABS plastic, which is known for its resistance to impact, corrosion, and harsh weather, making it an ideal material for trucks that see a variety of environments. It's finished with this high-quality gloss black coating that adds a nice sleek look and additional resistance to fading. The grille is built from premium ABS plastic, like I mentioned, which provides a balance of strength and lightweight durability. The material choice ensures that the grille can withstand minor impacts while also being corrosion resistant, which is particularly beneficial for long-term use in various weather conditions. The grille's all-black finish complements the Silverado's rugged styling and integrates well with any other exterior mods like blacked out headlights or bumper covers or anything else you might have put on the front of your truck for that blacked out look. Now, as far as pricing goes on this, it's coming in right around the low $200 range, which is a reasonable price point when you compare it to other replacement grilles out there on the market. Installation for this mesh upper grille replacement is going to be very straightforward, and it's only going to be rated a 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. Should take you about 1 hour to complete the job. This is a direct replacement for your factory grille, making it a project you can complete right in your driveway. You even get some new clips and mounting hardware for it, so you don't have to be too extra careful when you're taking off the old one. Now, let's see exactly how this goes on with an install video from one of our AmericanTrucks.com customers.
All right, tools used, we have an inspection mirror to locate the 7mm bolt that's on the trim piece underneath the grille, a trim removal tool for the retainer clips on the shroud, 7mm socket extension, and 1/4" ratchet. Those are for the bolts that are on the trim piece underneath, and also the shroud that goes on the inside of the grille. And then you have your 3/8" ratchet, 10mm socket, and an extension for remove replace of the bolts that hold in the grille itself. First step will be removing the 12 retainer clips on the shroud. So we get started here removing these clips that come out pretty easily. And I'm going to be using a retaining clip tool here. Just pry underneath there. Pop these out. And that's okay if they come apart like that. You can easily put these back together. Like that. Set these aside. They just pry up just like that. Let's continue down the line here. Try and get underneath here. Pry these up. We need a little parts holder. There are a total of 12 clips. With all the clips removed, we can now remove the shroud just by lifting up popping this up. This comes off nicely. All right, next step is to remove the two 7mm bolts. You see one here, and there's also one hidden up there. I'm not sure if that's going to be able to be seen, but we'll be removing both of those bolts. I've got a 7mm socket, extension, and a 1/4" ratchet. Get these taken off. So once you have it loose, it might be easier just to unscrew it using your hand, the socket and the extension. And that comes out like that. And then we will repeat on the other side. Alright, got all the bolts out. Now we're going to take this piece and slowly start to pry this out. Okay, with 4 bolts removed on either side, now we're going to grab this trim piece and we're just going to release it on both sides. So then we'd be able to get underneath and then remove the mount bolts for the grill. So to do that, just grab this and start kind of working it out just to get it to release. And then we'll do the same on this side. Just grab it. Release it. All right, so we're under the truck. We have 4 10mm bolts to remove. There's going to be one here. We got one here, and then one on the other side. So let's get started with those. This one's hard to get to. Up here. Possibly. So what we're going to do is grab an extension, go from there. So if the lower piece of the bumper loose, I've added an extension. We're going to be able to loosen that bolt up. We'll get going on that. Let's try that. Out. Sure, reach up there and grab it. Just ready to work on bolts 2 and 3. There's 2. So the 4th bolt's the same way. You really can't get to it without an extension and loosening this trim. Should be good. There it goes. We have 4 mounting bolts on the top. Again, using a 10mm. Get these out. Okay, we have our 8 mounting bolts removed on the grill itself, the 4 on the side. These are loosened up. We should be able to lift this up and out. Alright, there it is. So what I've done is flip over the trim, the grill. So we're going to remove this trim piece. These clips. Push down and out. Tool belt. Now we have the original grill. removed. All right, we're going to be removing all the bolts that hold on this inner piece and swap it over to the new parts. So we're using a 7mm socket extension and a 1/4" ratchet. Let's get started. I believe that's all we need. This aside. Before we attach to the new grill, they provide us with some clips. So we're going to want to go ahead and get these clips installed. Looks like we can line it up. You can see where these are the clips. You just press it. Okay, I got some needle nose pliers. I'm gonna try and pull these clips out that fell in. All right, so the magnet didn't work. Let's see if this works. Here. Just gonna get out. All right, so for this part of the process of installing the shroud, what goes on the inside of the grills, you have to be very careful with the clips. And what I'm going to do is start them. Just have to thread them in, and then I'll add the clips as needed once we can get down to that process. So some of these have ready to go. Others I'm going to add. These. All right, put the clips in, start attaching the shroud carefully. So we get each one started. Another clip fell in. So installing the shroud, whatever goes on the back of the. Start this way. Just take them one at a time. Here. It's nice and snug. Over here. And the seal that's on the side. All right. Just snaps into place with one pin here where it slides in. Other than that, looks like it's lining up pretty good. And that's some mounting bolts. So there's the 10 millimeter. So before we tighten this down, we'll just get started and we can take a look at the problems. Mounting bolts don't exactly line up perfectly. So what I'm going to do is try and push this down the way. So I'm going to pull this out a little bit. Use an extension. Try and get the bolt started. I'm going to drive it in and pull down at the same time. See if that might get it lined up. Looks like it is. So that was able to work. Okay. I'll line it up the same way. It's not really lining up that well. What we can do. Try and drive this out a little bit. Certainly want this thing to fit snug too. So now the center really don't line up. So I don't know. Gonna push and pull down from underneath to get those lined up. Actually, if I use a screwdriver, just bend this a little bit. I can get this to line up. Just gonna work this down a little bit. Lined up. That's started. scratches in there, so let's manipulate that a little bit, pull it down, get that hole to line up. Hopefully that, getting that thing snug. There we go. Okay, I think I got it started now. Okay. So let's say I think we got all four tight. Double checking here. Yep, those feel good. This is nice and snug. Extension. All right, that's that stuff. So our valve is removed. Two 7mm screws we're going to be installing here. One there, one there. This one may be a little harder to get started. Again. Okay. That's good for that one. Alright, looks like we started with our shroud and 12 retainer clips. So you just push these back in to their places. And push down on the clip itself.
Alright, that's going to wrap things up for our review and install of the Mesh upper replacement grill in gloss black for the 2014 to 2015 Silverado 1500s. And for all things Silverado, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.